What's up, YouTube? My name is Kenny J, and this is KennyJTV. In this video, I will be talking about a very popular question that I'm asked. Kenny, can I start insurance part-time? Whether that be me starting an agency or me just getting my feet wet in the field, can I do it part-time? And the short answer is, of course, you can do anything that you put your mind to. It's just how bad do you want it? I have a few pros and cons listed for if you should go part-time, but seems like I have a lot more cons than pros, but I am not biased one way or another because I know people have families to support and bills that have to be taken care of, and taking a leap out of faith in insurance can be scary and is not feasible or realistic for some people. So going in part-time is definitely a great way to get your feet wet into the insurance industry. The first pro to going part-time in the insurance industry is you still have your full-time job. So you're not as pressured to go out here, and if you don't make a sale at the end of the day, you're going home, you're beat up, you're sad because you still have bills that need to be paid, you still have a family that needs to be provided for. So I understand why people go part-time. You don't have that pressure. So you still have your normal 9-to-5 job, and then when you get off, you're doing insurance. So that gives you the opportunity to build up your business or even your book of business if you're working for an insurance company or agency, while you're still having that stable income come in, whether that be bi-weekly or once a month. Another pro to going into the insurance industry part-time is that this can supplement your full-time income tremendously. I've seen agents that started part-time and then their part-time money from insurance exceeded their full-time salary at their job, and that's when they decided to leave and go full-time. So it can supplement, and you can save up that money to buy yourself an office or get better equipment or even spend on marketing. Another pro to going part-time in insurance is, depending on what type of insurance you write, more so for life insurance, it's not much maintenance. So after you sell that policy and it's going through underwriting and is issued, for certain policies like life insurance, it doesn't cause much maintenance. The only times that you'll probably hear from your insured is if they want to change the beneficiary, or God forbid they pass away and now the beneficiary is reaching out to you in order to get that payout. So if you're just doing strictly life insurance, it's not hard at all to do that with your job, because as I stated, once you write that policy, it's not much maintenance. So while you're at your job, you're not going to be getting calls from your client saying, hey, I need this or I need a copy of that. But once you get into the P&C side of things and people are buying new cars or new homes or even having updates on their homes, they may call you a little more. 9 times out of 10, when clients are calling for service, it's usually on the P&C side. I rarely have my life insurance clients call to change things on their policy. Now to the cons of going part-time in insurance. So the first con would be you have minimal time to learn insurance. I've said in previous videos, in order to put yourself ahead, you have to study outside of your 9-to-5 insurance job. But if you have a normal 9-to-5 job that's not in insurance, you're now spending that time outside of work working in insurance, and now your time learning has been diminished, and you probably don't even have time to study outside of writing the policies because you have to sleep and get ready for your normal job. So you're taking away valuable learning time in the insurance industry because your energy is directed at your full-time job. The second con coincides with the first one, and you can't invest all of your time into your insurance career if you are part-time. So if you really want to grow your agency, or as my father says, which is, he's also an insurance agent, is it'll work if you work it. So you get out as much as you put in, and if you're putting in part-time hours, into your insurance career, you're going to get part-time results, and you may not be happy with the results because it's only so much you can put into it, because your energy, your time, and your efforts are directed to your normal 9-to-5 career. The next con, which is probably the biggest one to me, is when you are part-time in insurance, your meeting times with your clients are limited. Let's say Susie's a new client and she can only meet Thursday at 2 o'clock. Well, during that time, you're at your normal 9-to-5 job, so you have to tell Susie, sorry, I can't meet. What about Wednesday at 6? And she's like, no, I work late hours. So you're not as flexible with your clients, and that can limit your money as well, because if Susie is only able to meet when you are working, she will just as easily get up and find a new agent, because there are millions of agents out here that are flexible. It is very important to have flexibility with your clients. It shows them that you care and you are going the extra mile to take care of them. And another con is, if you are going part-time in insurance, most likely you have to go on the independent side, because most captive agencies, from my experience, require you to work 40 hours in their office. So it turns into a full-time gig. So if you want to go part-time, independent is more so the route that you may have to go. You may not have as much training on the independent side as you would on the captive side, which goes back to my earlier point of you have minimal time to learn, or not a lot of time to learn the insurance industry. But if you're a go-getter and you really want to keep your job and go into insurance, it definitely is possible. And those are my pros and cons for going part-time into the insurance industry. I've seen agents go part-time and make 6 figures, and I've seen agents go full-time and make 6 figures. It just depends on your work ethic, your organization, and your motivation. Either way, you're in the best industry in all the land. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to KennyJTV. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell for my latest notification. And drop in the comments below, how did you start your journey as an insurance agent? Was it part-time? Was it full-time? For me, I went straight in full-time, full force, and even when I started my own agency, I took that leap of faith and left my job with State Farm and went and started my own agency. I can tell you that I'm so grateful that I have done that. I haven't looked back since, and it has been one of the best decisions I've made in my life. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Kenny J, the insurance guru, and this is KennyJTV.